So here's a layout of the entire map of the 100-acre woods to give a little bit of context. So the outline border in yellow is the perimeter. The burgundy dots there are actually points from the surveyors. Whenever we walked with them, we were able to get the shape files for those. The red lines with the yellow dots are our current trails that we have mapped to date. We are a little behind on some of that. So the blue lines are the ones that I've added in to kind of show what's missing. So I'll start over here on the left hand side. This is kind of the right-of-way clearing that you see whenever we first pull in for the power lines. So this is typically where we park the trucks and have this open. Back around over here, kind of where this dot is, this chevron dot, this is where we've been working on the pond and some of the overflow that we've cleared out here. The home site are kind of where these green dots are, so this is where kind of the current wood yard is that we've been cutting firewood at. And then the trail starts by going back around. It intersects here. This is the main part that you see through here, and the spots here are the different ranges that we have. If you come up, right here is this first blue line is the path that kind of goes back to the food plot. So there's the little body of water here, and the food plot comes up here. Then you come back. This is at the very kind of the back corner that we have. And we have a trail that then kind of sneaks around there and then follows back around this back path, then gets really close, and we're right next to the markers here. And then here we're one ridge over from the south trail. So this is the south trail that I've been talking about and that most of the videos recently have been about. So we have just been working on getting through here. Here's where the last ribbon was, so this is kind of where we had gotten stopped before, and this section through here is the part that we need to kind of beef up, that we're going to be working on next. So right now it's the end of July, so we've just gotten this part kind of redone. So when this map is from, it is actually a kind of a low, it's in the valley of one of these ridges. So what we did was we came up and under the power lines here, so we came and we basically kind of shortcutted all of this through here. So instead of kind of going down and around, we just shortcutted through. It connected it all, so that's what we worked with the M62 for the final stint, to get this connected back. So that's kind of what you're looking at. So then here's the pond in its entirety. And then you can see the other trails we've been working on. Probably this fall we'll go back out whenever the leaves are down and get all of this GPS to have current data, but that's kind of what you're seeing right now. This is a path that we haven't been utilizing as much. We've kind of let it go a little bit. The section down here is kind of in a low-lying area, so it gets wet a lot easier. So there's parts of the year where we can't really get through there without making a lot of mess, and it's just not an area we've focused on as much. But now that we have this that kind of comes up to where this food plot will be, we'll probably work on getting this open back up so you can get all the way around that way. So that's kind of what the 100 acres looks like. There's a lot of section in here we honestly haven't really walked through. There's sections in here we've kind of made our way through most of this by walking, but as you can see, kind of all the windrows that are through here, these are all the spoil piles from the mining that was done in the 1940s. So that's what you're kind of seeing here with all these different kind of ridges. Eventually we want to have a path that goes north-south somewhere Somewhere probably in this area, kind of about halfway. But again, with some of these high valleys and ridges here, it's going to be pretty difficult to do all that. So it's going to be more of a long-term project, whereas whenever we're going more or less parallel with them, it's a lot easier to do. So then this here is a zoomed in of kind of just around the pond. And again, marked up on this one kind of where we straight line that to connect it to the original path. And again, this blue line right here is the video of the with the M62 and the final stint of the South Trail. So that's what I'm talking about there. And we have a hill that we come up here to get to it. And the path that comes around here and connects back there. So that's kind of the main path that we've been taking when to get back into the woods. So hopefully this helps clear up a little bit of what all you're seeing whenever we're driving around the property in the 100 acres. Hopefully this kind of makes a little bit more sense. Thank you for the comment on that and suggesting doing a video kind of explaining the layout and how everything is. I know just kind of getting pieces of it here and there can be pretty confusing, so hopefully this kind of helps describe kind of what you're seeing and what we have going at the property and some of the trails that we've been working on and getting created. So thank you for watching the Schmitter's 100 Acre Woods. We will catch you next time.